Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Welcome to Jewel Loom School Live. I am Juliana Jules Avalar, the inventor of the original Jewel Loom bead loom. It's right here in front of me. I'm going to be using it today. Let me profile it with my earrings. I put my hair up today so that you could see it. And it's like, oh my gosh, I wanted to have like this cute thing and it just didn't really work out. I'm such a mess, but that's all right. So, anyway, how's everyone doing on this great Tuesday? It's it's funny, right? Tuesdays and Thursdays and trying to keep it all dialed in, which hey, listen. So, I have had a bunch of stuff come up, but what we're going to do is this coming Thursday, Joan is going to be Jules. And we were just talking about it, and she'll come on at the end. But on Thursday, Joan is going to do a feature on the silver silk loom. We haven't talked about the silver silk loom in quite a while. And she really is Nilay's one of his hands anyway, right? Right hand, left hand, middle hand. And he's had all kinds of new things happen and new products. And oh my gosh, it's his birthday today. So if you haven't given baby daddy love, make sure you go and give baby daddy some love and say happy birthday. But yeah, so we're really excited about Thursday, and Joan is going to be our featured guest, and again, she's going to focus on the silver silk loom and break it down, and then she's going to warp it with some new materials, and so that'll kind of be like part one. But I'm really excited about that because I've seen the new things, and I'm also excited to use the new silver silk product on the other looms. So stay tuned on that. But listen, let's talk about Tuesdays. So I definitely am in. Had some things come up, and so we just need to put Tuesday lives on hold until probably the end of August, definitely September 1st. I've got some traveling coming up, and I've got some family things that I'm navigating. And so I might have just bit off a little bit too much in this moment. But I am dedicated to it. And so we will definitely pick back up on Tuesdays. But I'm here. I'm here now, and I'm super excited because do you see him? So Deb, our delicious Deb Floros, when she came on and did her pom-pom earrings, several months ago now, I got so inspired, and I just sat in the background and I weaved these up with the hemp and then this really funky yarn that I bought at Michael's craft store like a long time ago. Look at it. And so I was just like, we've never really done a demonstration just on these because pretty much I was just like working alongside Deb. So we are going to do that. And here's our beautiful Sabrina. I'm glad everything's going well for you today. So yeah, here we are. Here we are. And Danielle is in the house, and Robin. And did I see Stephanie? Did I see my girl? Did I see my California? Yep, there she is. California Stephanie and Gloria. And I think I saw Jeanette peek in too. And Maria was here first. And hey, Maria, did you get your latest order? Just want to make sure she did. So put a little something in there for her. In addition to thanking Maria with some little treats, I just want to obviously publicly thank Maria because she hangs out in the Facebook group a lot and is always showing the Jewel Loom a lot of love. And I think there was a day when Joan wasn't here. I think you were chasing birds somewhere in the country, and Maria came on and started helping out. So I always just like to make sure to say thank you. There are a lot of people in the Jewel Loom community group on Facebook that are just so unbelievably kind and gracious and helpful. And it's just so cool. We have a really beautiful community. And so, yeah, if you're not in that particular group, you definitely want to join. It's a free group on Facebook. And it's where everyone posts their projects and or where people get, help from other people in the community. And so it's just really, really precious. But anyway, so as I mentioned, I'm definitely going to be working on the Jewel Loom. Hey, there's a big sale going on. Let me tell you where it's at. And it's not at a big, huge mass store. It's at my baby store at Jewel Loom. And so I put having a huge summer sizzling sale. I'm moving a bunch of stuff around. And so your beads, your hemp cord, your wildfire, your findings, they are all at 25% off. The only other time I ever did that, I think, was on Memorial Day. And so right now we want to move stuff to make room for new stuff and new education. And so if you need things, awesome. And if you don't, that's okay. But I want to let you know that there is a sale going on. And I really haven't put an end date just as yet. So a lot of people I know don't get paid till Friday. And by the way, if there's ever anything like, if you ever need like time with stuff, just let me know. And we do offer Afterpay and Shop Pay, which actually lets you make payments and you don't pay the fees. I do. So that's pretty cool, right? I think that's pretty cool. I do want to point out that you could definitely use your small Wisdom Warrior. You could use your large Wisdom Warrior, but the hemp cord by Hemptique works really beautiful. This must be point. Yeah, this is 0.5 because you see how it's laying in the grids. And wasn't it just last week we were talking about how the thicker millimeter sits on the grids? Either that or I was taping something and that's I don't know. Who did I say that to? Was it in the workshop? I don't even know anymore. So much going on. But anyway, I love, 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 love warping with the hemp cord by Hemptique because it's just so strong. And then I love it as well because then I can string it through my buttons and do that kind of cool closure. This is where I've warped with the Hemptique and then I used the Sori ribbon to weave with, and I even sewed in some beads. So if you did the Jesse James winter camp, same idea. We warped with Hemptique and then we did a lot of weaving and a lot of beading with beads and Sori ribbon and fibers. And so you could totally do that. All right, let's see. Liana, the Floridians are in the house. The Southerners are in the house. The West Coast peeps are in the house. What do we call, what do we call Montana and Wyoming? Is that like upper Midwest? I don't even know. I don't know. Joan's like whispering something. I don't know what we call it. And Cynthia's here. Welcome, welcome. Very cool. Okay, guys and girls. I think I had an order come through a gentleman. I don't know. But it was just so funny because we were all talking about that. Just I was all Google Analytic crazy. Oh, hi, Nicole. Oh, thank you for taking the workshop too. I'm so excited. I'm super stoked about the meditation prayer pouch that I'm teaching this month, which by the way, there are still kits available. And so remember, it's a workshop. You do not have to subscribe, but when you do, it just guarantees that you're going to have a kit. But you can buy as you go. And so, yeah. And so you should check that out because it's just an amazing project. And I'm not going to let the secret out for August yet, but I could just tell you that if you're not a subscriber, I don't know that you're going to get August because it's going to go really, really quick. But July is still available. And so if you do want July, go in, do a one-time buy, see how you like it, see how the courses work for you. All the courses live in the Jewel Loom School. Everything's very organized. In fact, June's project had 21 segments because I just kept breaking it down and I kept sharing my everything. If I had a mistake, I shared it. So, okay. We're going to get started. And hi, Melanie. Everybody is here. I love it. Do I want to? Yeah, you know what? Let me for giggles. Okay, Joan says that they're called the Midwest. Midwest actually covers a huge chunk of the country. Okay. So I'm just going to bring this down a little. My head's going to disappear. I've got the Jewel Loom in my hand. And I don't think I can show this, too much. Like, I think it's always important to know how to set up your original blue Jewel Loom. So you're going to take the metal rod and you're going to insert it into the hole that is closest to your body. Okay. And then I'm going to straighten it out. And then I like to use my belly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that up and snap that in. All right. And so don't ever force it. If you find that you were trying to get the metal rod into the holes and they weren't going, shift your loom. Just shift the tension, even when you're getting ready to take it out. Don't ever force it. Just shift, turn the loom. So what I mean by that, turn the loom, try to remove it. Turn the loom, try to put it in. That is if the metal rod is just giving you a hard time. But as you can see, I was able to do it in one quick maneuver there. So what I'm going to do first is, let's see, I guess I'm going to make sure I'm positioned over with my overhead. So I do have, can we go to the overhead? Okay, so I do have kind of a tight screen here, but that's, I think, good. So I'm just going to scooch over a little bit. Let me give you some idea of where everything is at. All right. Hi, Carmen. So this button right here is at the bottom of the Jewel Loom, and it is closest to my body. All right. And this is my right hand, and this is my left hand. And I'm working straight from a very big spool of hemp cord. When you buy the hemp cord from the shop, it comes in a 6-yard. Where'd it go? I put away my hemp that I was going to use. I'll go get it when I get ready. A 6-yard piece. So what I'm going to do first is I just like to make a little knot, a little loop. And then I'm going to put it over the back button. And then I'm going to pull. Okay. And then I'm going to do that again. So I've got 2 knots now. And and there's Marlon Brando. He has been so barky lately. All right. So what we want to do next is, or what we want to make sure of, is that knot that I just made, let's bring it in here. Okay, this is blue wildfire that I just used on my last project that I forgot to cut off. So don't, just ignore that. But this knot that I just made with the hemp, we want that to be as close to the center because we don't want to lose any of the tension when we go to pull the hemp, whether it's hemp or wildfire or whatever product we're using. So always make sure that knot is facing you and that it follows you as you get ready to warp your loom. Now I'm just going to use a little part. In fact, I'm going to bring in my clasp really quick. I think I'm going to have 3 warps. So let's just lay this down. And whoopsie. We're going to let it lay down. And then we're going to pull it to the bottom. And we're just going to eyeball it. Don't get all weird about it, having the same count on, the top grooves as there are the bottom grooves. Just give it an eyeball and lay it down. And then what we're going to do is we turn it around and we're going to go around that back button. And I'm just going to give myself some, haha. Hold on. What did I do? Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's not a good thing. Hold on. when your teacher is got issues. So what's happening over here, just so you know, I got a little tangled up. And so you don't want that to happen. In fact, it looks like it might, darn it, have a knot. Well, let's see. How are we going to resolve this, Jules? We're just going to be patient. So when we wrap the hemp, we that is why we do what we do. So if you bought hemp from me before, you'll see that we take a lot of time to wrap it so that it doesn't get funky like this. But this is my fault. This is not Hemptique's fault. This is a Jewel fault. Let's just be clear. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save this poop. Okay, hold on. Hold the front door. Not too sure what's happening here. All right, I might have just screwed up my whole project, but let's see. Let's see if the hemp gods are with me right now. No, I had to cut, and I think I'm going to lose it. So hold on. Whoopsie. Let's see if I could get anything out of this. I don't think it's going to be long enough. Can I get 3? I'm going to go back and make it more. Oh, I can. Thank you, hemp gods. Okay. All right, hold on. Give your Jewel a little break. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's start over. All right, sorry, I keep hitting everything. I'm in tight quarters. All right, so here's our knot. And I'm going to lay this down. Okay, and then I turned it around, and I'm going to make it come all the way down. Just going to eyeball it. And then we're going to flip, and we're going to go around that back button. And I'm just going to skip like, I don't know, like say 3. Is that 3? Like 2 or 3 grooves. We're not trying to fit a bead in the space. We just need to be able to get our fingers in there or a needle. So, okay. And then we're coming down. So that's 3. Those are going to be pretty skinny, but that's okay. Because you know what? A 13 millimeter, hold on. Let's see if that's going to work. I'll just have to get more. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, these are going to be long and skinny. All right. So what I did, let me tie off so that I don't lose that because I have a very short warp. So we're going to make this come under and hopefully I can grab it. Awesome. Whoop, let me get in the camera there. And I'm just going to bring my flats in. Makes it a little easier to grab. Which way are you coming through here, buddy? I had a lot of stuff I had to do yesterday physically, and so my fingers are they're not flexible right now. So let me try this one more time here. There we go. There we go. Come on. And we're just going to pull that tight. Okay, so let's turn this over. And I'm going to remove the rod. So this is pretty nice, but it can get even better. So I'm going to very carefully pop the rod out. And then what happens is you can see that it extends even more. And I've talked about this before, but I think it's really important to remember the distance between the bottom of the Jewel Loom and the warp bed right here. You don't really want it to bend more than 1.5 to 2 inches. I've seen some looms where, you know, I mean, they're just warped so tight that the scoop right here is really just, you know, way too much. And so you're going to be putting tension on your loom and you don't want to do that. All right. So we're going to, I got to get my hemp that I put away. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. I saw it laying there all by itself and I was like, oh, I better put that away, but I didn't need to. So this is how we package it so that when you get it, you can very carefully take it apart. because it definitely has a little groove. Let me get all these tools out of the way. Now I'm just going to be using the taffy today because it's a variegated hemp cord by Hemptique. And that way I can just keep going and we don't have to keep changing. But you could, you could use multiple colors. So you see how this is just nice. And now I'm not going to this is 6 yards. This is probably a little too much than what I want to weave at. Hold on one second, because if I were a wooden needle, where would I be? I'd be on the floor. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, again, I've got the loom in front of me and I have a wooden needle and I'm just going to come up and over. I'm going to see how it works using the needle. Sometimes I end up stopping. And you know what? Where's my new best friend at? Hold on. So in the Jewel Loom starter kit, we're putting a piece of this liner in the kit because look at, isn't that amazing? It just helps the Jewel Loom not to wiggle so much because remember, it's a very portable, lightweight tool. And so it's going to move. You can use a double stick tape if you want. Any type of a non-skid. Beadalon actually sells a really cute little mat as well. So I want to do 2 earrings. So I'm going to leave it just about like right there for right now. And again, I'm going to see how I like working with the needle. I might transfer over to my hands. And as I'm, Jules, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? Let's see. What did I do? What just came out of, oh, I needed to go over, not under. All right, so let's pay attention. All right, let me get back on track here. So we've got the hemp and okay, so I've got to go over, not under, Goofy. And this first weave is just going to be all over the place. And so once you get that in, you can bring everybody up to the position where they need to be. Okay, and let's do that. Let's do that. And then we're just going to scooch them up with our nails. And then we're going to go under. So the first couple of weaves are always going to look just a little off. Just kind of is what it is. And then it's going to come together and just be so incredibly gorgeous. Okay, so let me bring that up because you can already see the weave coming together. All right. And then again, because this is under the warp, we got to come back over. So the needle's going to come over that first warp. And there really isn't a count. It's really just going to be like, how long do you want your earrings to be? And so since these are a little thinner than I originally had planned on, yes, you can. Absolutely. And I usually do. Like, so Sabrina, what she's saying is like, can I tie? Yes, because, so I could do this for sure. And then it would just kind of hold me in place. She's like, I got my eye on you, girl. All right. So there we go. And another thing too, if you've been noticing, I'm not distorting the shape of the warp. So I'm not pulling too tight to make it like really super, I don't want to pull too tight. I want to keep the width of this weave. So I'm being really careful when I go back and forth. So this is pretty much it. I mean, it's super easy peasy. You're just going back and forth, you know, with your hemp and then scooching it up. I'm going to come over a hair because I am fighting with space over here with my camera. You could just keep going too, and this could be a bracelet, by the way. And if you wanted, you wouldn't have to use a blunt needle. You could just use your hands. Okay, I need to be careful. I might be pulling a little too tight. There we go. I don't want my earrings to be all wonkadoodle. Great project for, you know, traveling, because all you have to do is put your hemp, your blunt needle, your jewel loom. What else would you need? Like your flat nose pliers and a pair of cutters. And then your crypt beads. So a great traveling project for sure. I love this taffy. It's so pretty. You know, I'm going to show you what I would do if I was not using a needle and I was just using my hands. So you would just literally find the end of your hemp cord and then come under and go over. I think I do like working with the needle. But you can definitely do it with, you know, with just your hands. So like if you're thinking about, well, what's the bare minimum? And there are plastic blunt needles that are sold at the craft store. So if you just wanted to keep it even more simple, they've got a big eye. And because they're blunt, they're also, you know, safe around the little ones. Okay, I'm going to go back to the needle. In fact, hold on one second. I want to see. I think I have an example. Let's see if it's easy enough to find. Oh. Well, I was hopeful. I thought maybe I had one that would pop out at me, but I guess not. So they're about, I don't know, they might be like 3 inches long, and they're in the craft stores. They're plastic, and I don't recall them being very expensive. So, but if you have, if you've purchased like the Boo Boo Loom has a really nice, long, narrow needle that comes with it. You know, the other looms, a lot of them have a needle that come with it. Okay, now I just need to be careful that I'm not pulling too tight. Hello, Kara. Are you able to do this on the baby? Absolutely. You could do this on any one of the looms. I mean, you could do it on the wood looms. You could do it on the plastic looms. Absolutely. The baby loom is fun because if you are doing earrings, then, you know, you can, you have a smaller space to work on. But I think how come I feel like I just worked on the baby loom with something? What did I do? Just like for the life of me. We've got so many projects going on. I'm not remembering what I've done. Need like a board, a cheat sheet or something. So very fun. My goodness, Kara, is it 124 there again? Kara's in the desert and it's been really, really hot. It's actually been hot here in Southern California as well. I'm assuming the valley is probably worse. Because usually if it's hot here, that means it's really stinking hot in the valley. So, yeah. So I'm still going to go at it. I think that these are way too short than what I would want, but I'm almost there. Was it the two? Oh, the ear. Yep. Thank you, Mel. That's right. I was using the baby loom to do the 2-hole diamond earrings. No, I did the pendant. Jeanette did the earrings. Right? Yes, right. I did the pendant. I don't know if everybody saw the post that Joan did. Was it yesterday on Kara's bracelet that she made? Which workshop was that off of? Gosh, we have almost 3 years of Creative Soul workshops. It's just incredible. And this motion is so meditative, right? Like, it's not like when you're doing the beads, you kind of have to concentrate, I guess, maybe a little bit more. But with this process, it's definitely not as, you just like go with it and relax. Oh, I'm loving how this looks. Okay, perfect. Yeah. It's like, well, who did what? Who did what? I feel like there was another, what is this? We broke the record from 74. Oh my God. So crazy. We broke the record. Wow. Oh, Zach, you're cute. Thank you. It's really sweet. From the February workshop. Okay. Really got to start logging those workshops, guys. Yeah, we have the July, as I mentioned, the July workshop. There's still some kits available. I'm going to start working on the content this week. The first round shipped out yesterday, and so yeah, so if you want to try out one of the courses, that meditation prayer pouch is extremely special, and it's super fun to know how to make that. I think so anyway. And then, like I said, August, and again, you don't have to subscribe. The benefit of subscribing is that you always know that you have a seat in the next one. And I have started to make more kits, but the August one could only get a certain amount of what this special person designed for us. And so pretty much want to make sure that you have a seat in that. Let's see. Zach, making me blush. Oh, cute. So, Kara, are you and Robin close to each other? I mean, Arizona's a long state. All right, how am I feeling about this length? Because I'm going to lose a little bit when I put the ribbon. Yeah, I got to keep going because I'm going to lose some on the top and the bottom. So I'll probably go about I don't know if I need to do a whole half an inch, but let's see what happens here. And again, how do I keep scooching over all the time? I feel like I'm moving everywhere. Let me calm down. Let me get myself situated here. Okay. Oh, see, that was a little too tight, Mama. All right, let me back out a little. There we go. Okay. You know, the thing about these earrings too is that if you are making jewelry, you know, I feel like you always have to have a variety of offerings, right? You have like your really high end piece, which hands down would be something like the meditation prayer pieces, because there's going to be a lot of time, a lot of energy is going to go into that piece. And the cool thing too with the meditation prayer pouch is that it literally is a pouch, and so you can, you know, put something special, whether it's a sea glass, or, you know, maybe it's a crystal point, or, you know, a special an arrow, you know, like it all depends on how big you make the pouch. And so that, in my opinion, that would be your $100 plus item, depending on what type of beads you use. And yeah, you know, and if you know, if you do a Swarovski one, you know, that's definitely going to be a very high end piece for you. But then you can always have like these really fun and funky, these are not going to cost a lot to make. And once you get your rhythm down and you know what you're doing, and you don't get your hemp all tied up like I did, I mean, you can definitely make these earrings very quickly. All right, so let me see what's happening now, because I'm going to lose, you know, oh, wait, where did the little guy go? Hello. So let's see, I'm going to lose about that much. All right. Believe it or not, I still want to keep going. So this is really an interesting exercise, because I started off with 6 yards, and I haven't used it all, but I've definitely used a lot of it already. So we want to keep that nice and tight. So I'm just going to do a little more, because you can see that it's transitioning back into the orange here. Okay. So let's see, how are we doing? Maybe a couple more, and then that way I'll get like that, you know, variegated look. All right, let's see what it looks like now. So I'm going to hold this up. So I'm going to lose all of that orange, And then I'm going to lose some of this orange. So let me put my thumb there. Is that enough orange and enough yellow? I want to go a little more because I can. Let's see what happens here. Let's just see what happens here. So you can, hopefully you get the idea, like, you know, you're also looking at the pattern. I mean, I'm using a variegated hemp, so I have the consistency of color. But if you were using bits and pieces of different colors of hemp, then you can see that, you know, you would need a few different colors to get this. I need to get the camouflage back in because I think some camouflage earrings would be really hot. And the earth tone, remember how we used the earth tone for that one bracelet? Oh my God, that was like one of my most favorites. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I was hoping to do 2 earrings, but that took a little bit more time. But at least you'll know how to make them. But hindsight, if I knew I was only going to get one done, I would have used the baby loom as to not waste. But hey, I just did what I did. So I did a little knot right there, and I'm going to come back and weave this over. And now it does, okay, cool. And then I think I'll do another knot before it gets too short and then I can't grab it. So that's going to be hidden by the ribbon crimp. So we're just going to nip that, and we'll do the same thing up here. I'm just going to, weave back a couple of times. Actually, I just want to get going on the fluffy part. So let's just make another knot. Okay. Okay. So now, I've got some pre-cut. So this is some more fabric that I found, more yarn that I found at Michael's like years ago. Every once in a while, I'll just go there and peruse the aisles and, grab whatever is on sale. But I'm just going to do some little knots. So I'll fold my piece in half, and then I'll take the folded end, and I'm going to come under the first warp and grab that loop. And then I'm going to grab these 2 pieces and pull. And then there's the first part of my little leg. And I trim everything up in the end. So now I'm going to come under here, and I just keep doing this until they're as fluffy as I want them to be. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Jules. Oh, I didn't do that? Listen to me talking to myself. I didn't do a ribbon crimp. I didn't do a ribbon crimp at the end. I'm such a goose. I only did one on the top. Okay, all is well in hemp world. I almost thought I was going to have a little boo-boo, but I didn't. So just once again, see, something in my brain knew what it was doing. My memory was just a little off. Whoops. Start that over again. Okay. Awesome. If you wanted to add like another color of this, you could too. I only have the blue. I wonder what that would look like. Maybe I'll cut some of that. Let me do these layers and see what happens. Maybe add like a little ice blue might be really fun. So I just keep making the little knots. These are really fun when you're doing the weaves as well. Okay, let's see if I can't find, let's see. Okay, finding the end of this might be, oh, here we go. So let me see for giggles what this might look like. Just to add a little, yeah, now you're talking, Mama. Nice. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a couple of those. So I'm just cutting some pieces off random. And then, like I said, I go back and then I trim them up according to how wild and long I might want them to be. Yes, you absolutely could. Robin says that you could add, you could sew in some beads. Absolutely. You could go back and sew some sequins on the top of there. You could sew in some little seed beads on the top if you wanted. But I think what you mean, Robin, is that you could actually weave a row of beads, and absolutely you could. So I just want to see how we're doing. So we're going to have like this little, I will go in there with some fast grab glue, white glue, and I will put, when I'm done, I will put some under there to hold that in. So I think too, I'm going to come back. Whoa. Let me see if I can't sneak. Oh, okay, I can. Hold on. I want to see if I can't sneak a first row of blue in there, because I think that'll look better. Well, they're really tiny, so I mean, I guess it just depends on, what makes you happy aesthetically. Like, what are you, if you like the sequins on there. But I'm loving that idea. Anything with the go big or go home sparkly is right up my alley. Whoops. Okay, this is a little, where's my flats? And so I love these because I can't get them with my fingers. So let's do that. I need one more. Like, I think I did a lot on the pair I'm wearing because these are really, oh, I really love this purple and blue together. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's pull all this back together. And I just want to, I feel like I'm a stylist right now and I'm doing somebody's hair. And the people are going, thank God she's not. Let's see, where did this come off of? Oh, come back. Okay. You know what? Hold, I'm going to get the white glue. Hold on. So using my favorite Aleene's, I love Turbo Tacky. It's so awesome. And I'm just gonna come up under here and get these guys to stay in place for a while. See, I do have the stylist maneuver though. Okay, I just got to hold this up to myself really quick to see how it's looking. Yeah, I think that's kind of fun. Like, do I want more purple? I'm just looking at it and talking to myself. I think it's actually fine. So I don't know. What do you think, Joan? Can you see it? You want to bring me up and I could just show everybody where I'm at? It's kind of hard to like get a real visual when it's laying flat. So they're a lot, they're a little bit longer, but they're more narrow too. So you could definitely do more of these little guys if you wanted, but I think that's kind of cool. And I'm glad I added a second color because it definitely gives it like definition, you know? Like these are fine because it's like so much, but these are, yeah, that's really hot. I'm like visualizing a really pretty blue something, like, I don't know, like a little focal something maybe in the middle here. I don't know. I don't want to overkill it. Okay, let me come back down to the bottom. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this one off. And I'm not working with the beads, so I'm not too worried about it bouncing, but I'm still going to be careful. Whoa, that was a good warp. If I don't say so myself. Somebody's got good warp. All right, so I'm going to come over here and got to be really careful because it's still drying. So I'm just going to tie these guys together. And it's the same carefulness that you want to take. You don't want to pull too tight because you don't want to distort everything. So I'm just going to make some little knots. And, you're not going to really see them. So they're just going to be a part of the design. And not for nothing, I mean, these, if you had the right size beads, here's a fun thing. I mean, you could string some beads onto here. And I think, Robin, is that what, not what you mentioned, but, we were talking about adding some beads. I mean, you could totally do that. So if you had a big whole bead that wasn't too heavy, you've got 3 opportunities right here to actually add dangly beads. That'd be really sexy. I'm not going to do that though, because I don't have time. But that's a great idea. And I would love to see somebody do that. So I'm just going to be really careful. I may not get as close. I might go back later when I can really see what I'm doing. And so that's the bottom. And I'm just being very careful as usual, just kind of letting everybody rest. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my God, super sexy. Okay. Yes, danglies. All right. So I'm going to come over here now and we're going to do the same thing. These are just precious. Not for nothing. This could be a pendant. Like if you just wanted a really cool pendant for a summer top or like your bathing suit, you just wanted to, like, if you're on a cruise or you're at a resort and you just want to wear something with your your evening, you know, that time frame when you get off of the beach and then you go sit at the bar and you have your refreshing drink and then you go back to the room to get changed to have dinner. That time. So, all right. So I'm trying to get these to relax a little. I'm really stoked about this. Okay, am I okay with all that? I think I am. I'm going to put a little glue on these just because. Okay, hopefully that didn't come apart. I don't think it quite matters, but I'm going to put more glue. And don't do what I'm doing with the glue. Oh my God, I'm such a horrible. That's like the biggest do as I say, not as I do. Because, you know, we're supposed to put the glue on a paper plate and use a toothpick. I'm the biggest violator. Oh, well, don't tell anybody. All right, then I'm just going to grab my flat nose and my, and I'm real careful with this. Let's see. So I've just got them in my flats and just very carefully, I'm going to walk that over. And then very carefully, I squeeze once. Let me come up to the camera. So I just, whoops, I don't want to lose that. And then squeeze. So I'm always walking it. I try never to like really go down all at once. Like I like to walk it. And I do see that I've got some glue seepage. So I'm going to go back and get rid of that. And that's why we want to use glue that dries clear. And it looks like one of my tails might have been a hair too long. Oh, well, we're just going to add that as an embellishment. And then voila. Oh my gosh, they're like little fairies. Like little fairy earrings. Let me see now. When you come over here, you could probably like comb this out a little. And let's see. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the length on everything. Whoops, let me pull it up a little. I mean, if you wanted, you could maybe trim these guys. Let me come in. I got to come in at my stylist angle here. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. And then these will go on the top. And then we just need a jump ring and a what-you-call-it. Okay. You want to bring me back up really quick, Joan? Let me see if I can't push that up in there. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I don't want to worry. Oh, there we go. It's going to hide. Okay. Talking to myself. All right, let's see. I don't have a... Yeah, they're really cute, aren't they? Look how fun. Oh, my God. I would tell... Oh, my God. They're so precious. Super precious. Let me see if my... Oh, it's kind of fun to just wear one, too, huh? I don't have all my thingies to put the hook on. I'm so thinking, oh, I just did it in the same ear. Joan, you want to come up? Relieve me of my insanity. Trying to.
I can't add the earrings for you. Sorry.
I gotta fit. This is gonna drive me crazy. I gotta figure out how to shove this little piece back up in there. I don't think I can though. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. No one's gonna see it. I'll sew a bead onto there. Are you redecorating? Where are your background? Yeah, I'm redecorating. I've got a I got stuff going on, Mama. Oh my God. And then look at I could even do it. Look, see, that could be my pendant.
Now that's pretty.
I'm all ready. I mean, I think this is a little overkill, but some people could totally do it.
You know, when you were saying wear it to a bar or something on the cruise ship, I can't tell you what I was thinking.
Oh my
This is a business show.
Leave it to Joan. Here she comes. Here she comes for the punchlines. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta get that off the floor. My hemp's like all over the floor. It's crazy. Oh my goodness, too fun. So next, no, so um, this Thursday, you're gonna come on with Silver Silk.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a sneak peek of his
Oh,
newest
good.
project.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put up 3 colors. Wait, this his newest 3 needle
He's
chain, which he says is 1.5. I told him it's not. I think it's more like 1.
telling Neely he doesn't know what he's talking about.
And I measured it while I was sitting here. So I mean,
Okay.
it's hard to see, and I promise
Yeah.
I'll make sure the camera is good on um
Oh
on
yes,
Thursday.
it's very
And see, like this is a large hole pearl. I was able to stick it in there.
oh gosh.
Yeah. And so,
Oh
you could see by as thin it is, that'd make great warps.
wow.
And I'm thinking I'll try it before. I mean, I got some things planned for the silver silk loom, but I'm almost thinking you can use this on the regular jewel loom too.
I just by seeing it, yeah, it looks like you could.
And this would be good for the silver silk loom. Now, this isn't one of the let me put just a minute because he's got a sale going on this week too.
I know he does. Yeah.
And
Share
then,
that.
okay. So, this actually is from his pop-up shop, a previous one, but he's got netted leather now
Mm,
permanently that comes in 1 foot.
okay.
And it's not this color. I just wanted to show you what it looked like.
Okay. That yeah, I want to
And
get
so
a
that
hold
would
of
be great for the
yeah,
loom too.
whatever he has. We
Yeah.
want to play with it. And so this Thursday, you'll come on, you'll talk about the Silver Silk Loom, break it down, show people what it, talk through the things that it can do, what you can warp with and make.
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to set up the loom and warp with this new three needle. What's its
Right.
what
Right.
what does he call it?
It's called 3 needle chain
It's called 3 needle chain.
because it's only made of 3 needles where, all those others are made with, I think, 6 or more, 6 to
Okay,
8.
three. This is going to be hard for my enunciation. Three
Needle
needle
chain.
chain. I'm gonna have to slow it down. 3 needle chain.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And yes, that's my baby daddy creation.
Yeah.
And he named it and we didn't discuss it.
Actually, I mean, people have known silver silk for years.
Yeah.
There was an old product that was 3 needle chain too. It's better,
Oh,
because some of the things he got rid of, and he's kind of
okay.
bringing it back. But he
Okay.
always looks for ways to keep improving products. But
Right.
he didn't like the original.
Oh, okay. So
So,
this is new and improved.
yes,
All right.
and hadn't been around for several years.
Okay.
He got rid of. Actually, he never had it in his shop.
Oh, okay. So it was something he was aware of, and then he just, yeah, I totally get that.
Well, I
That's
know I
awesome.
was talking about old stock because I have some of the old stock.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah.
and
Well, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, sometimes we just, as a manufacturer, what have you, we're just like, we figure out a different way or a new way or a little bit better of a way to do something, and
Right.
and so, but I think the customer appreciates that.
And can I just bring up one other thing? There was a question about, I know you've answered it before about how to keep the loom from moving.
Yep.
And, I mentioned the rubber mat, but I also mentioned the sticky mat. And
Yep.
this is the sticky mat
Yes.
that
Yes.
Beadle made. It's sticky on both sides, and you can rinse it off. And
Yeah. And I had it in the
back
shop.
on to protect it.
Yep. I did have it in the shop, but I don't have it anymore. But you can go to beadleon.com and buy it directly from them.
Right.
And I think that's,
Yeah, because other places they do have sticky mats like this, but I don't think they're double. I never see it say double sticky.
Yeah. So Zach said she had a call, but so Zach, in addition to what I'm wearing, this is the original, this is the idea, this is the inspiration that was born from Deb Floros pom-pom earrings that she did with us a few months back. And then today what I did was a thinner version. And so with a continue, it's a variegated hemp cord by Hemptique. And so I just kept weaving and weaving. It
Which I
took
don't think
a
she
lot.
weaves Hemtique at the top. She just used it as the warps, right?
Yeah, you know what? That was 6 yards, and I have, this is a jewel, that's a jewel yard, right? So,
I know a yard goes from the tip of my finger to my other shoulder. I measured it the other day.
well, just to be on the safe side, I don't think this is 2 yards at all left. So I would say that it's going to take a good 5 yards to make, if you make a long one like this. So I sell it in 6 yard sections. So you would need two. Yeah, you would need two to make 2 earrings. So, but you know what? I also encourage you, because I'm not so greedy. Hemptique has a consumer friendly website, and they sell their hemp in many different ways. So if it's more economically friendly for you to go to their website and buy it, then blessings, because I love them and they love me.
Maybe they'll give you an affiliate link.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't have an affiliate link, but I've also got a bunch of colors in the shop at 25% off. So you could love on whomever you want to.
And there's I posted it on the Jewel Loom page in the last couple of weeks, but there's this really cool bracelet made of nothing but hemp too, where you had used a variety of color. But I took the lazy way out and I got the variegated one from you.
Okay. Yeah. They have rainbow. I have the rainbow, the Rasta is what they call theirs. Camouflage, earth. There's a really pretty, what is that one called that I have? It's like a purple blue. I can't remember what that color is called, but that one's really pretty too. But I love all their variegated. I think for what we do, when I redo the offering, I think I would go with like a few solids and then all the variegated, because we're doing things that lend themselves to that. I don't know. We'll see. There's so many colors. There's so many colors.
Yeah,
so.
you got a really nice selection in your shop.
Yeah, I took everything in the beginning. I took all, because I just didn't know what colors to pick, so I picked them all. I was just like, buy them all. Just buy them all. Put them all in the cart.
I hate to see the bill for that.
It actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't. They're such a great company. I can't say enough about Hemptique.
You know me, I'm a fidgeter. If I was wearing those earrings, I would constantly be touching.
You'd be like this.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Twirling them in my
finger.
Hello,
my name is Joan. My name is Joan. Can you see my earrings?
See, I can fly.
Oh my God. And your t-shirt and your underwear at the hotel.
That was that ginger on the t-shirt. Remember, to release your inner ginger, and I had no pants on.
Oh my God. I want to know how all the girls that do their hair like this keep it up high. There must be.
I don't know. You know, some of them looks like they have those sticks in it, and I don't know how that even stays up.
Yeah.
With just the sticks.
I'm just going to hold it because it looks better.
I think it's cute on you.
Well, it's also like it's falling, and I have so much stinking hair that it's like my whole, it's like pulling me backwards. So I'm just going to end like this.
Can you make a ponytail at the top and let it fall around or something?
I've done that.
Yeah.
Right now I have like 500 flipping, bobby pins.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it would, but it's like I need like maybe I should invent something.
You need to remember those
bumps. I need a bump.
The late 60s and early 70s. Yeah. You're not old enough to remember that. But no, but they had the great big beehive.
Well, actually, and I think that they used to put something in there.
Hairspray, tons of it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and a lot of bobby pins
is it just that?
back then.
Yeah.
Tons of hair. I think it was a can of hairspray for one of those with like
Isn't
50
there a
bobby
hair donut?
pins.
Maria says there's a hair donut.
It's because when I was, I don't know, I might have been about 10. My best friend, her aunt was a beautician, and she wanted to get something for me for my birthday. She got me one of those beehive things. At 10 years old.
This is why you have such a great personality. Because you're a happy
So
little
that's why I
child.
know what it feels like. It was all hairspray and bobby pins.
Oh my God. You're so dang cute. I love that, Joan. Too fun. Too fun. All right. Well, Mr. B is over here grumping at me.
Yeah.
I stop what I'm doing in the middle of the day because he's grumping. I cook him food. Like y'all, this isn't just like I go get a scoop of dry food and put it in a bowl for this bougie dog. I like cook him organic hamburger meat and broccoli in
Aw.
cold pressed olive oil. Stop what I'm doing, lay out the mat for the prince, the whole nine, and he just looks at me.
Well, I used to make, I had a cat that quit eating cat food. And after she would, had a bad case of diarrhea, I guess it smelled like it, she would not eat cat food after that. And my other cat was fine with it. So I would make her chicken. She'd eat that.
Well, he's allergic to chicken, so
Well, I'm just saying she's a
yeah.
cat. So
I
because
wish
otherwise Deb
I-
was feeding her cheese and butter and she gained a lot of weight. And I was the one getting in trouble from it from the vets.
God. Maria, I made him carrots last night, and because I had no more broccoli, so I did do carrots, and he's hit and miss on the carrots. Like he loves the broccoli, and so I'm good with that because it gives him some of the things that he needs. And he does get a little very high end bougie freaking dry food because it's the way that he gets, the other nutrients. But yeah, he's
He's special.
very special. He's like he's Come on, Bobo. Are you hungry? How come it looks like you got your head wet? What happened?
Did it rain there?
I don't know. And it looks like he has blood on his ear. I need to go check him.
Oh yeah, you better go.
Okay,
So,
guys, to end on a weird note.
okay.
Don't forget the Jewel Loom starter kit, $25. For the most part, it's about $5 in farts. Yes, it gets farts. And the shop is on sale, 25% off. You don't need a code, just go shop and save. So yeah, I hope I don't know.
Now
Maybe
with the
he might have
silver
gotten a
silk,
kiss. Maybe somebody kissed him and he's got lipstick on his fur. I don't know what happened.
somebody kissed him.
No, I'm
So it's not blood, it's lipstick.
Listen, just between us, I'm going to tell you what I think it is.
What?
So,
Are you wanting this on air?
I'm with you on air. I know we're on air.
Okay.
It's just us. It's just us. Okay, come in close, everybody, so I don't have to talk so loud. So I'm just saying, I think what it is he keeps like digging to get to the neighbor's yard. Because the new guy over there smokes a lot of skunk weed. And I think Marlon Brando thinks it's a real skunk. And
maybe he just wants to get high with the guy.
You have no idea. Like I don't know. Is that how you still do it? I don't even know how you do it anymore. But I'm just saying it's a possibility that he thinks it's a real skunk over there because it smells that bad. Would you smoke something that smelled that bad? I would not smoke.
I don't know. Ginger says that's medical marijuana when it smells that bad.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
then they're just killing you.
God,
Anyway,
yeah,
don't tell anybody.
I won't. Well, if it's medical.
Okay, I'm going to go make sure my dog wasn't stabbed.
Night, everyone.
I love you.